Okay, so somebody left a comment over here in one of my old video. What is it? My favorite Deadeye's Mando Dual Pistol build for 4,000 power burst. That was done like 10 months ago. So Shy Pony said, I don't know if you still play Guild Wars, but if you have any new tips, please share, like the trinket you use or that I should go for. And I reply back, I took a long break. I may be back later. And she says, two hearts, no rush, but I await in anticipation. And I was like, okay, lol. So I am in a break right now, so I don't really play Guild Wars 2 anymore. But exceptionally, I decided to make a video for you because apparently, maybe I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I should do something, to help her because she looks like someone who really wants help, I guess. So this is my build. I use Celestial, Antitoxin. You can choose whatever you want, but that's what I choose for open world farming now. And I'm using double pistol with Sigil of Torment, and this one I use Sigil of Celerity. This one I use, this is a short bow. I use Corruption and Cleansing. Reason I use a short bow is because I need AoE damage. Sometimes there are instances where I will need AoE for multiple mobs, which helps you a lot. And now I'm using Celestial, Celestial, Celestial everywhere, except this one is Antitoxin. But again, you can choose whatever you want. Sometimes I would use Relic of Speed, if you want to farm faster, right? So this build is really for like, open world farming, by the way. You can use it for Elite, some champions. For legendaries, I'm not sure. I haven't tested it yet. So, but I mean, for legendary, I mean, it would work with a group of people. But if you want a solo legendary, I don't know if that would work. So yeah, so this is what I'm using here, and over here, this is the build that I'm using most of the time. So I'm using Deadly Art, Trickery, and Deadeye's, of course. So basically here I have Deadly Poison, Ambition. Whenever I use dual wield attack, I inflict poison. This guy over here, number 3. So dual wield will apply poison, and poison, you get increased county damage as well with this. Stealing inflict poison, while in the down state, your attack apply poison. So stealing inflict poison. So this guy gives poison now, as you can see, 2.8k. Which is a lot, by the way. And weaken targets when you poison them, and it also weakens the targets when you poison them. So yeah, and also even the odds, apply vulnerability when you steal, you gain might when you hit with a stealth attack. So basically, when you steal, you will apply vulnerability, which is a good time in order to kill someone technically, if you can. So this is good for farming, like regular mobs, I guess, so they die faster technically. Deal increased strike damage to your target for each unique county on them. So here, strike damage is good because of all the county that you apply. So poison, vulnerability, and weakness, and everything else in between. Like I have torment because I have torment as well. So the more dust that you have on them, the more strike damage you do. That's why I have Celestial, because Celestial allows me to do pretty much everything, all together, and to me it's beneficial this way. Sometimes I would go with pot and poison, or sometimes I would go with improvisation. So it depends. You can switch between two. If I go against elite or a legendary, or if I go against like a champion, I would go with pot and poison to do more damage per se. Or I would go with improvisation if I want to reduce the cooldown of my equip utility skill when I steal. So every time I steal, it will reduce the utility spell over here, as you can see. By I don't know how much, 25%, which is good, which is very good. So the more you use these utility, like this guy over here, and also, by the way, if I play against elite or champion that has that has Defiance Break, I would choose this guy over here because it has 382 Defiance Break, as you can see. But that's if I play against an elite or a champion or a legendary, technically. And the other way to get Defiance Break would be this guy over here, number 4. Headshot. So I would use this or this one over here. Otherwise, I would go with this one for faster farming, technically regular mobs. Yeah, so you can play with those two over here. This one, deal increased strike damage when your target is below. I don't know about this one. I prefer this one or this one. This one, Trickery, well, it's always the same as I used before. I don't change that. Now, Deadeyes over here, as you can see, I use 1 in the chamber. When I use a cantrip, it gives me a random new stolen skill. But you gotta make sure you have Deadeyes mark on the target. So every time I use Shadow Flare or Immersi or Shadow Meld, I will get another F2. And the other F2 will allow me to have steal time, which allow me to have boons like My Fury and Quickness. So basically the goal in here is to have a lot of quickness so that the faster you auto attack, usually my auto attack would do a lot of damage, the faster the target will die, right? But you don't want it just to do auto attack, of course. You want to use number 3, number 4. Sometimes I usually use number 4, number 3, and number 1. Sometimes number 5, but number 4 and number 3 are the one I use the most in order to get my 5 malice, in order to get stealth. So over here, in order to get stealth for 3 seconds, you need to have 5 malice. But look, because I have 1 in the chamber, usually if I were to take this guy over here, Malicious Intent, I would only have to use 2 spell, which if they crit, would instantly give me 5 malice, which then would allow me to have sneak attack, right? But because I take this guy over here, then I need to crit 3 times with 3 spells. I have to use 4, 3, and then maybe 4 again in order to have 5 malice. But I'm not, as you will see in the future when I show you, I'm not gonna get 5 malice anymore because the reason is because it is costly for me to use these ability. Like this one is like 5 initiative, but you gain initiative back if all attack hits, so it's a good thing to use number 3. But the thing is, I use number 4 as well, and it's only 4 initiative. And the reason you say why do I use number 4 is because I have over here quick celerity. So when I disable a 4, I get 5 seconds of quickness. Like I said, my build is pretty much to have quickness as much as possible so that I can kill the target, you know, faster as well. Instead of my previous build, which was Marauder Berserker. Marauder Berserker with Be Quick or Be Kill was like really to burst the target very fast, which is good too. I'm not saying it's wrong, but the thing is, like, there are some instances, like different maps, it depends who you fight against with which mobs, but there are instances you need to survive longer, because if you go full Berserker or Marauder, I tried it recently in Echo Wild, and there are some mobs in the middle. Technically the mobs in the middle, they will annihilate you with Marauder build, and surviving that is not that easy. You will see shortly when I show you what I mean, right? And you can even try it yourself if you want to. Now that's why, now this said over here, the goal, like I said, is to keep quickness up. And this one, deal increased strike damage for each unique boons you have. So the more boons you have, the more strike damage you get, and you also get concentration. So the more concentration you have, the longer your quickness and the other boons, which is very, very good. Strike damage dealt to your marked target is increased, and strike damage taken from your marked target is reduced. So you want to make sure, I mean, if you want to, you want to keep your Deadeyes mark on the target if they're doing too much damage at you. And then, but the thing is, like, I don't really, like, to be honest with you, me is more about using my F2. When I get F2 up, I would actually use it to get my quickness, you know, ASAP. So the faster they die, then the better it is. So I don't have to, you know, like keep my Deadeyes mark on the target like 24/7, right? But you can do it if you want to, but I don't do that. And that Deadeyes mark recharge if your mark is defeated. So if you want regen, if you want, you know, you need to kill the target faster. So that is one of the downside maybe of this build. If you don't take Maleficent 7, you know, like when you're doing legendaries or when you're doing you know, like champions, if you don't take that, because here you have regen for 14 seconds, over here you have it for 4 seconds, but you need to kill something with while you have Deadeyes mark on them. So if you want, if regen is important with you, I suggest that you switch to this guy, but you don't get quickness with this guy. That's the only difference. So it's for you to decide what works best for you. But like I said, Mia would use this one most of the time, and how I get my healing back is with this guy over here, Signet of Malice. Every time you attack, you get healed back, right? So that's one thing. The other thing also is the food. Sometimes I would use mint berry swirl ice cream, so that gives you 60% chance to steal life and, you know, heal back. And I would use this one here, tuning icicle, for, you know, Condi damage, right? So you can use whatever you want. Sometimes I would even use dragon's bread buns for extra 200 power, you know, because you get power and Condi at the same time, so they die faster. So I mean, it's really like a personal decision to decide what you want to take as food and utility, right? So again, when you cast a cantrip, so whenever you cast a cantrip, you will gain a random new stolen skill, which is pretty cool, by the way, and I'll show you in a few moments. There we go. There we go. Usually I like to go with Deadeye's Mark, and then I would go with Headshot, and then I would use F2. So I don't wait for the 5 Malice, like if I don't need to. A Legendary Wyvern? But these are like break stun. They're all except this one. Nice. Whoop. Oh. Need to get this. Go. Nice. Ha 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 ha. Can use this, this. Alright, like this. There we go. Use your AoE over here. Nice. shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Holy shit. Man, the AoE is good. I love the AoE. Holy shit. There we go. Miss. Miss.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the